I'm Ashlyn and my husband is Zach, and we're traveling A to Z. Join us this week while we're in Cabo. While in Cabo, we're going to compare two different Norwegian Cruise Line tours. The snorkeling adventure with kayaking and paddling, and the two-tank diving. We'll then give you our honest opinion of what the best tour is. We're getting on a tender to go diving in Cabo. We made it to Cabo. Now we have to find our tour to go diving. We're at the Sea of Cortez. The first dive we're going to do is to Pelican Rock. Pelican Rock is one of Cabo's most famous dive sites. A pinnacle covered in purple fans rising up above the surface from about 14 meters underwater at its deepest. In front of the pinnacle, there is a beautiful wall dive filled with life, and off to the side of one of Cabo's famous sand falls. The highlight of this dive is the sheer amount of life that inhabits the site all year round, making it a beautiful spot for all levels of divers. We just got done diving Pelican Rock in Cabo. It was gorgeous.
Really, really nice.
We saw a seal and jellyfish and carp and what is it, blowfish and an eel. Really cool. Good first dive. We're in Cabo and that is the famous arch. And we just got done diving our first dive. We're gonna do another dive. There it is. Our second dive was Land's End. This is considered one of the most famous dive sites in Cabo and home to resident colonies of curious California sea lions. This site offers multiple dive options, including visiting the sea lion colony, a small underwater cavern, wall dives along multiple pinnacles, and even the remnants of a shipwreck. Our group visited the shipwreck. The shipwreck was a cargo ship called the Lundenburg that sank off the coast of Cabo San Lucas in 1954. That was Land's End. That was the last dive we did. It was a shipwreck dive, and also in the Sea of Cortez meets the Pacific Ocean. Pretty cool. Whoa! Yay, look at that. We just saw some gray whales. You can see the little mommy and the baby. We saw it kind of breach a little bit and their tail. We did the snorkel, kayak, and paddle tour, which you could see our full video of the experience on our prior video, and we'll link it above. We're going to give you a little summary of that tour here so we can compare the snorkel and the dive. We are on the way to Cabo, and we are gonna do a snorkeling, kayaking, and paddle adventure. So hopefully it's good, it's through the cruise ship. To Cabo, now we're finding our sign to start our tour. We're doing a 3-in-1 paddle, kayak, and snorkel. On a boat to go snorkeling. The Zodiac ride was fun. The driver took us on some bumps and did some spins and made it a little more adventurous. Norwegian Cruise Lines books through Cabo Adventures, which is who we took the snorkel trip with. They drove us to Chileno Bay, which is where we snorkeled and also did our kayaking and paddleboarding. Getting ready to snorkel in Cabo. We're snorkeling Chileno Bay, which has calm, shallow waters, making it the go-to spot for snorkelers. It's one of the top snorkel locations in Los Cabos to go to. Chileno Bay sets it apart from other beaches because it's very sheltered. It's enclosed to the north and south by high and long-fingered rocks. A little deeper from the beach is Chileno Reef, which is a stretch of pristine coral gardens and rock reefs that start pretty close to the shore, so not a lot of swimming is required. Since we spent so much time snorkeling and kayaking, we did not have any time to paddleboard, but you had a choice to do what you wanted. Kayaking in Cabo, baby! So we just got back from our cruise through the Mexican Riviera, and we went to Cabo. And we've been to Cabo twice now. We did a dive and we did a snorkel adventure with kayaking and paddleboarding. And we wanted to compare the two tours for you so you can make a decision on what you would like to take. So in our video, you could see we did the dive and the snorkel. What was your opinion?
So I like the dive better. You get to see a lot more life. You get to look at stuff on the bottom as well as at the surface. And you get to actually dive out by the arch, which is the famous thing to do in Cabo. That being said, you have to be certified and it's more expensive.
I agree. I really enjoyed the diving better. The fish were amazing. I really liked seeing the sea lion. It was just incredible. That being said, also, if you're going with friends and you're having a big group, I think the snorkel, kayaking, and paddle tour is a lot of fun, and I recommend that, unless you are all for the dive and the fish.
Yeah, the snorkeling is still really nice. They take you into water that's not super deep, so you can see everything from the surface. And you get to go kayaking, which is kind of fun. And it's down the beach a little ways, so you get off the boat and then you get a little Zodiac ride out to the snorkeling spot, which is pretty cool because you get to see the coastline also. I think you can't go wrong with either one. It's just a choice of which one you want to do.
Yeah, so go have fun in Cabo. I hope you enjoyed our snorkeling and diving tours. Please subscribe below to follow more of our adventures.